All right. This is True Told TV, and I'm Ezra Drew. And what I'm here to talk to you about this time is apparently while we were paying attention to the Riverside Brawl down in Montgomery, Alabama yesterday, August 7th, Russia and China were doing joint exercises near Alaska. The United States dispatched 4 destroyers and aircraft after 11 Russian and Chinese ships did joint exercises near the Alaskan coast. At least 11 Russian Chinese ships came near the Aleutian Islands in northern Alaska, August 7th, 2023. Brent Sadler, a retired Navy captain, said, "It's an historical first. Given the context of the war in Ukraine and the tensions around Taiwan, this move is highly provocative," he said, quote unquote. Chinese embassy spokesperson Liu Pingyu said the patrol had nothing to do with the current international and regional situation. So, in case people don't know, Russia and Alaska are literally right beside each other and right across from each other in the Bering Sea. There is a such thing as international water, where Russia can do its exercises in collusion with whatever other country they would like, and it's not a declaration of war or a threat, because it said that they stayed in the international waters. They never came into America's waters. But America and Russia do have a lot going on, with America sticking their nose in what Russia and Ukraine got going on. And then, July 28th, the country of Niger did a coup and took down their sitting president, Mohamed Bazoum, and shut him inside of his palace. And so now they appointed General Abdurrahman Tihani as the new head of state. And ever since then, Niger made all the European citizens, from people from France to people from the United States, Italy, anybody that's from a European country, out of their country. They put them out of their country a few days ago. All right. Then they went to Russia and did a summit and met with the president of Russia and talked about how they were going to help Niger and the rest of the countries in Africa be like a United States of Africa. And Russia, along with China, have both agreed to back Niger in their struggle for independence from France, since Niger used to be a France colony. And Niger has a plentiful supply of uranium and a lot of other metals that are used in the Western world, from curing cancer to powering nuclear warheads. Also, France's whole power grid apparently depends on uranium. And so they have already threatened to do airstrikes in Niger. Also, the United States and the United Nations and one other entity, I forgot the name of it, they attempted to get the new government of Niger to agree to let the head of the the EU and the heads of the United Nations and some leaders to come in and negotiate with Niger. And Niger told them no. They wasn't letting them in to negotiate nothing because they couldn't guarantee their safety. So in other words, there ain't nothing to talk about. We're tired of being used like puppets. We're tired of allowing European countries to come in and make themselves rich on the back of Africans while they suffer and be poor, and they're ready to use their own resources to help themselves. And they're ready to be united so they can't just keep on going in and taking down, pitting the African countries against each other, and then going in and taking down this president and putting in a puppet president and taking down that president and putting in a puppet president. They're tired of all that. So they want to be done with partnerships with European countries and the Western world. And so Russia and China apparently have teamed up to help them do that. So it's mighty funny that Russia says that they will back Niger if anybody tries to come against them militarily, and then all of a sudden they're doing drills near Alaska. Now, it could not be provocative because, like I said, Russia and Alaska are so near each other. But at the same time, there's a lot of water around Russia where they could have did drills, and they chose to do them right there near Alaska. So, go figure. But I do have a clip that I want you guys to take a look at. So without further ado, let's go.
Tensions off the coast of Alaska after a fleet of Russian and Chinese ships conducted joint naval drills not far from U.S. waters. Our chief global affairs correspondent, Martha Raddatz, is in Washington with the latest for us. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, Robin. This was a very large fleet of ships, nearly a dozen, from two of our main adversaries coming close to American waters. The U.S. response to these joint Chinese-Russian exercises was immediate, the Navy dispatching 4 U.S. warships and reconnaissance aircraft to shadow those Chinese and Russian vessels. The Chinese and Russian warships did stay in international waters, and the Pentagon is downplaying any threat from these exercises. But having those joint patrols was most certainly provocative, highlighting the growing cooperation between those world powers at a time of increasing tension with the U.S. over Taiwan and, of course, the war in Ukraine. Robin?
Provocative does seem to be the appropriate word there, Martha. Thank you.